Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful and safe holiday. So this is video number 2 in our Cook With Me Thanksgiving Edition series. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I make my macaroni and cheese. So if you want to see it, then stick around. So the first thing I did was put on a pot of water to boil. I did add salt to the water, and I just added my macaroni, and I'm just going to give that a quick stir. So my macaroni started to stick to each other. So what I did is just added probably about a tablespoon and a half of some extra virgin olive oil and stirred it up, and the macaroni just seemed to release. Definitely made it a little easier. So that's a little trick. If your noodles ever start to stick, just add a little bit of oil and stir it just to make sure that oil is distributed. And as you can see, my macaroni is done and it looks good. So I'm just going to drain my macaroni now. And as you can see, I have these 2 colanders. And those colanders I actually purchased from IKEA. I had seen them on another YouTuber's channel and I thought they were great and very convenient, and I love them. So now I'm rinsing my macaroni in cold water because I want to stop it from cooking. So I'm just giving it a stir. And then I just let the macaroni sit after I finish rinsing it off and cooling it off. So now we're going to get to the rest of the recipe. So I'm going to add my eggs to my blender. And if you see me looking back, it's because Luna is lying on the rug in the kitchen behind me. And she has a habit of, just coming up behind me and lying up against my legs or my feet. And I don't want to trip over her. So to the eggs, I'm just going to add some milk. And the eggs combined with the milk, it really does help keep the macaroni and cheese moist while it bakes. But as you know, in the South, we do not really measure too many seasonings. So this is a trick my mom taught me. If you just kind of cup your hand and pour the salt or the pepper in the little cup that forms, that's about a teaspoon. Now what you see me adding here is some yellow food coloring. This actually helps give the macaroni and cheese a little bit of color, because I don't know if you've ever noticed, if you go out to some restaurants and they have macaroni and cheese, it looks really, really pale, almost undercooked. Well, the yellow food coloring in the milk egg mixture really helps give it a little more color, makes it a little more appetizing. Now I'm just going to add my macaroni that's been draining and cooling, because you definitely want to stop that cooking process after you've cooked the macaroni. This is so it doesn't overcook in the oven. So while my butter is melting, I'm going to add some of the cheese, and that is the finely shredded or fancy shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I don't use mild cheddar cheese because I feel like the sharp has more of a cheese flavor. And yes, I did add 2 packages of cheese to the macaroni because it is called macaroni and cheese. You know, you got to get that cheese macaroni ratio just right. See? So I'm just going to add the egg and milk mixture that has the salt, the pepper, the yellow food coloring. Give it a good stir. Just start mixing everything together. Now I'm going to add that melted butter, because again, just a little more flavor. And that is real butter, but it is unsalted butter because there's enough salt in the macaroni and cheese already. Because if you recall, I cooked the macaroni in salt water. I added salt and pepper to the egg and milk mixture, plus the cheese has salt in it. So you want to use unsalted butter. So now I'm just putting the macaroni and cheese mixture into an aluminum pan so that I can stick it in the oven. And you want to, definitely let it bake and just get all ooey gooey. Y'all, I love macaroni and cheese. So just a closer look at how it's looking in that pan. Well, you have to top it with cheese and make it look all pretty. Because again, it is macaroni and cheese. And yes, I know that was 4 packs of cheese. But I'm saying, you can never have too much cheese. And then you just want to pat it down, make sure everything's firm and in place. So now I'm just sprinkling on a little bit of paprika, and that's just going to give the cheese some color as it bakes. And just to make it look pretty. You want your food to not only taste good, but you want it to look good too. Because trust me, sometimes there's food that I don't want to eat because of how it looks. You've had those experiences as well. I'm just saying. So now I'm just going to pop it into the oven for about 20 minutes. When you see the sides start to bubble, that's when you know it's done. Well, here's the final result, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video of me making my macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss a thing. And we've got 2 more videos to go in this Cook With Me Thanksgiving edition. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We are at Trippin' Bradley's on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Happy cooking, happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you in our next video. Bye!